Hey, Kurt the Boat Doctor here. Hey, out here in this 2021, 21-foot 2021 Sea Ranger. Real nice boat. Hardtop. I already went through part one, all the lights. Your hatch, you can take these off and have T-tops. Just make sure they're locked. You don't want to blow off going down the highway. Okay, so what we'll do is, it took me a little while longer than I thought out here. This should have been a pretty quick one, but I did some fine tuning on the autopilot heading. Set in that, went back to the dealer port. Did a couple changes on the GPS. I think I set this up originally, and then the guy he did a pretty good job actually on some of them, but some of the frequencies were off and stuff, so I reset all that. So anyway, you just turn this on. This is an AIS capable VHF. When you hear it beep, just hit the clear, then go over here and just hit this power on here. And this is your GH20 display right here. And you got the trim tab that went through the wireless, went through that. That works really nice. Full tank of gas. I don't think this got many hours on it. I looked and it looked like it had 2 to 210. I'll show you. I don't know if he cleared that on the gauge. I'll show you that. So the only thing I didn't show you here is the wash down pump. The horn works, nav lights. I'm going to leave them on. There, bilge pump works, wipers work, wash down. It's right here. The hose is back here, and of course this comes out as a fillet table. And he's got a sounds like there's a leak somewhere in there. Never fails when you do these videos. Let me see where it's going at. Yeah, you got a leak right there. That back just because it ain't pushed in all the way. I'll look at that later. See, it works. Leaking down right below there, so I'm going to shut that off and see if I can't fix that after I get done here. AIS alarm, that's identification system, so I'm going to shut that pump off. So if you ever hear that, you see that hose jerking, that means you got a leak somewhere, and it's just on the fitting that goes in, but I think I can fix that. So anyway, back into this. Latitude and longitude, all you have to do is scan, hit all, scans the channels. You can hit clear and it will stop it. You can hook up a hailer horn to that too as well. Grab handles. I already went through the V-berth. Weather, you just push it on that. Squelch is here. Then you hit OK. If the squelch is okay, you go back.
White Hughes craft on the Coos Bay bar.
And then you got your volume right here. See how it says volume? And then you just hit OK. So we're going to go scan all. Then I will get into this. This is on a combo display. This is GPS here. I made a little triangle instead of the boat. It kind of makes it a little smaller so you don't see that big gaudy boat on there. You do have some fish coming through here. This is your magnification line right here. You're at 19 feet. There's 19 feet. You had a lot of bait right down there and fish, and that was right at 18 feet. You can see that right there. So that's why I put that magnification with the depth line on it. And then you go home, and then you can go back just to your standard navigation. And then, like, see, I'm going to fire this up. Of course, it's got to be back into here. Click, turn the key, fire up. Now you got your engine trim, that's off a hair on that. There's a little adjustment back there in the cam sensor, you can adjust that. Cruise range, it gives you your heading. 138, 180 is about over there, so it's about right. And then you got GPS speed and your depth and your GPS position there, and the compass tape up there. I just set that up real quick for you. So then that's fishing chart. You got your fishing chart, same thing. This gives you your fuel flow, GPS speed, 5 gallons an hour, and engine trim. Yeah, you don't really need that probably when you're fishing. So gallons an hour, GPS heading. Okay, let's go into this one, and then we'll go into fuel, and we'll go total fuel economy, vessel range, and flow rate. There you go. So gallon an hour. Let's change that back again. Fuel, total fuel economy. There, miles per gallon. So now you got everything on that one. So then we go back home. Then we'll go in. So we went into the charts already. So let's go into the sonars, traditional. Same thing, magnifier. There is a lot of fish here. They've been catching a lot. And by the way, there must be a fire a couple hours away, 2 to 3 hours, maybe 100 or so miles. You can tell, not just by the little haze in the back there. It looks like it's coming towards Eugene somewhere, but flies. Every time there's a fire close and it gets hot and the air's kind of stagnant, the flies come in. So I guarantee there's a fire somewhere. So that's home. So that's that. And then you can put it on chirp. That's fine, or 200 kilohertz on shallow water. If you're out deep water, change it to the lesser. Like say, I'll show you right here. Sonar, traditional. Hit that one. Go into menu real quick. Edit over to sonar setup. Let me see where it is. Advanced appearance. That has nothing to do with that. That A scope I did, and I changed it to the maroon color. I turned off the fish symbols. I'd rather see the arches. Sonar transmit is on. Range is auto. Frequency right here. So you can go 200, like 0 to like 200, 300 feet, and then 180 is on the outside, like 300 to 800 or 1,000, whatever you want to read. Chirp hits all ranges, like from 50 to 180 kilohertz. Like 100, 125, 90, 95, where the other one just reached 200 or 180, or chirp does it all. So you go back here, you go back, or you go home, that'll bring you right back home again. Go into sonar, and when you do that, then you go into clear view. This you want right there, boom, boom, there's fish right there. See how you got the colors on top of the blue? And then that's at 14 feet. Now, if you just get blue here, that's probably a lot of like bait fish. But when you see that kind of color in that, then that's fish, and look like there's 2 of them right there, and they're pretty good size actually. Everybody's fishing down there now. They're not up at Somar. They're catching them. Yesterday was a good day. So I see you got a lot more bait floating in through here. So then you go back. You can go to side view. And I turned this down to 455 kilohertz. It was sitting up there at like, I think 1,000. 1,000's too much for shallower water, so you probably wouldn't see nothing. Now, if that other one's on chirp, now this is starting to read right here. You can set up your scroll rate on here. That's just land. That's right here underneath us. You got some stuff up underneath the mud. And we're 455, so we'll see if we can't see something floating in here pretty quick. It should, because I'm going to go into menu here real quick. Quick sonar setup, scroll speed. I'm going to step that up just a little bit to 7, make it a little faster. Yeah, there is stuff in there, but see how it's kind of dull? If that was brighter, like a lot brighter where it stands out, see here's stuff underneath the bottom, then that's a fish. But this lighter stuff, if you just see this lighter stuff in here and you got to use the magnifier to see it, it probably isn't much to talk about. So, but then left to right. So if I seen a bunch of dark spots in here, the same color as this right in here, that means they're up to the right. If they're over here, that means the fish are to the left. So then you go back home again, and then you can go back into, like, say, charts. You can go into fishing charts, and there's right there, that's AIS. So if you tap that, you can AIS vessel, it'll tell you all about it. And that's, of course, the Patterson, that's the survey boat. So then go home to take you home. And then let's see, so we'll go back into sonars, we got all that, and then we got combos where you can get all 3. Boom, 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 all the kilohertz are set right. So then go back home again, and then I'm gonna put it here because we're drifting right on top. I'm trying to get away from everybody, so that's why I'm right here. Sonar, we already went that with the combos. And that's a good one to kind of teach you how to read the side view and down view. This is traditional. So see, you can see it right there. You can see right there, that's an A scope right there. So if it's these colors right here, over here, and here, that's living for sure, and it's pretty good sized fish. Okay, so then if you see marks here, see right there to the right, boom, boom. Now that's probably bait fish, right in there. Okay, steer that away. I don't want to spend a lot. We're already at 10 minutes, so I'm going to go to part 3 because I got autopilot as well. 21 Ranger, Arima.